Oh, we're back in here again. Anyways, welcome back to the kitchen. I know it's been a while. Don't worry, I did not forget that this series existed, definitely. But today we have something a little bit different. After all, the Thanksgiving season is coming up, especially if you guys are one of the unlucky few that live in the States. Thanksgiving is a time of the year where we eat copious amounts of food to the point where we'll probably be hibernating for at least the next 2 days. And we have something very unique planned. It's another dessert recipe, and it's a nice combination of two Thanksgiving traditional pies, if you will. And of course, as per usual whenever it comes to this, especially whenever it comes to the desserts, I'm not working alone this time. Come forth. But yes, I'm joined by Mrs. Goblin once again to create what is it today?
A pumpkin pecan pie.
Let us get to the ingredients here, okay? And since I cannot be asked to try and put all of them over here, I might as well just put them in my hands here to show what we're working with here. So we have brown sugar, pumpkin spice. Let me get that. Camera, I swear to God, if you do not focus. Okay, whatever. Vanilla extract, we haven't seen this in a while. Granulated sugar, canned pumpkin, cornstarch. This is under the camera. Get out of pecans, corn syrup, evaporated milk, which I've never understood the name of.
Evaporate.
Yeah, that's exactly why I never understand the name of these kinds of ingredients. And of course, salt. And we already have the oven going because...
And then trusty little pie crust, already refrigerated. All I gotta do is roll it out onto the nifty little deep dish 9-inch pie pan.
Alright, so what exactly is the first step that we're doing here?
Well, I will first begin by telling you guys there is a difference between, because commonly around this time you got all kinds of different canned pumpkin. There's going to be pure pumpkin or pumpkin puree. That means that it's solely pumpkin. If you get the pumpkin pie type stuff, then that's got all those seasonings and stuff in it. So just be forewarned that if your recipe just calls for pureed pumpkin or 100% pumpkin, then this is what you need versus that pumpkin pie almost ready-made. So we're gonna start off, it says, and I'm just following a recipe. This is not a Mrs. Goblin's, her own recipe or anything like that. It's actually under, let's see.
Oh dear God. Oh my God.
I had it all the way at the bottom. Spend with pennies. So you can look up this recipe. It's pumpkin pecan pie, and it looked like it was a pretty decent turnout as far as votes and reviews and things like that.
And of course, considering that it is one of those recipes, I'll have it in the description below. And if it's not in the description below, please for the love of God, just scream at me until I remember to do so.
So the pie crusts, these are ones that you have to, they're usually rolled up, and then you just unroll them and then lay them in the pie pan. So it's all rolled up. It's just basically pie dough. Now you can make your own pie crust if you want. That's fine. I just made a couple of pies already, and this is the third one for today, so I'm kind of cheating and using a ready-made pie crust.
Hello, welcome to the series where I make future Gordon Ramsays. Hopefully they know how to make a grilled cheese.
So now it has us in a large bowl combine all pumpkin pie filling ingredients and whisk until smooth. We are going to make it easy on ourselves and use the nifty little...
Alright, get everything out of there.
Alright, so first, pumpkin pie filling. 1 cup of pumpkin puree. So here's your little cuppy.
And this is a new little tool right here. It's called a can opener for those who don't know. It's for all 2 of you. all 2 of you who don't know what a can opener is. And it looks about right.
Alright, so pour that in there.
Alright, so how much of this you said?
Half a cup.
Half a cup. Half a cup? Oh my God. Damn it.
Alright.
You said half, right?
Half.
Alright, 1/4 cup you said?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Do we have quarter cups? There we go. Thought so. That's why I switched up.
All right, and 1.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar. 1 egg.
All right, come here. 1 egg. Just the whole thing?
Well, you need to crack it and just put the egg in there.
Well, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. I wasn't just gonna hurl an egg in there, shell and all.
Well, I don't know. You said the whole thing.
I meant the whole thing is in white and yolk.
Open the cap and
Right.
remove the seal.
Maybe it'll focus this time.
Maybe a little too far or too close.
This camera's gonna drive me insane.
Out all over the place. You never know.
Lock that in place and... No, no, no. There it is. That's going to be the filling, I assume. Alright.
So now we put it in the oven for 15 minutes
Alright.
to let that part cook. All right, so pumpkin pie.
I thought we did the pumpkin pie.
I mean pecan pie. So first thing we add to the bowl is corn syrup.
How much?
2/3 a cup.
Oh, there it is.
And you're gonna get brown sugar. And add that to the pot here.
Brown sugar again, alright.
Oh yeah. Gotta have lots and lots of sugar in these pies.
Well, I would assume.
Just isn't the same without all the sugar. So we also have butter that we have to put in there. I did not pull that out. So just in case you didn't know, the butter comes with nifty little marks on them to tell you how many tablespoons. So each stick is half a cup. And pop that in the microwave. Let's start with like 15 seconds and we'll just keep going until it finally melts.
Whole thing again, right?
Yeah, except for the shells.
Of course, obviously. There we go.
All right, now half a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Half a teaspoon, you said?
Of vanilla extract, yes. All right, that's all nicely melted. And that's it.
Come here.
Looks pretty good to me.
All right.
Stir it up a little bit with the paddle if we need to.
Now we have, get out of my way.
So you just need to chop them with your nifty brand new knives on your brand new cutting board.
I don't know which one to use.
Probably that one is good.
Okay.
Just don't chop a finger off. We don't want fingers in the pie. It's not a finger pie. Crazy, but just get some of those large ones for sure. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so now we'll plop that in. We'll fold it in. When I say fold something in, all they're talking about is don't over mix it. You just gently go like this and kind of fold over it. Well, this Thanksgiving, I made an eggnog pie.
Oh, you've never even heard of that. I didn't
And
even think
a
to do
hazelnut cream pie. So we're having that, those two, and then this pumpkin pecan pie. So you'll have 3 different options.
that. I guess I know that I mean, I was already going to wait until I had the big project done before I even started to work on this, but probably by that time that that's done, we will have already had the whole meal and whatnot, so.
And you'll have to stay tuned because also Sanity is going to learn how to cook his first Thanksgiving dinner too.
Yeah, and
Turkey
of course,
and everything.
and of course, much like the last time that I collaborated with Mrs. Goblin, that's going to be going on to her channel, so keep an eye out for that one.
So like this part is probably going to be kind of overtaken by the pecan pie filling. So we may not have too much of a problem, but if we do have any exposed edges, we may have to, during the cooking, once we see that it's browned enough, lay some tin foil because we don't have the little pie crust cover thing. So take a little bit of tin foil, and all you do, I'll just show you, is in that way, even though we won't need it, you just make little strips and kind of put them around the edges like that. We're following the directions of the recipe. So maybe if
just a
you
little bit
use
longer
this
in there.
recipe, I would say cook the pecan or the pumpkin pie portion a little longer maybe. If you want that separation, if you want the layers like the pumpkin on the bottom and then the pecan on the top. I'm not going to get too crazy with all the kinds of fanciness, but you can do like a whole little circle and then another one. Make it real pretty.
You gotta be extra careful.
There we go.
And how long do we cook this part for?
It's 35 to 40 minutes. Well, no. Let's start with 20 minutes, it says, then cover the edges of the crust. Then we'll reduce the heat to 350 and cook it an additional 35 to 40 minutes.
So start off with how long?
20 minutes at 400.
As much as I would like to do an epic waiting montage for this one, I can't be asked this time. Alrighty, so the hour has finally passed, and let us see what our glorious creation looks like.
There we go. Yummy.
There we go, that's perfect.
So we'll let you know how it tastes
Yep.
tomorrow. Or later for you guys.
Alright, so anyways, now that the meal has basically kind of gotten done and over with, I assume that Mrs. Goblin will probably put like some sort of voiceover over the meal that we ended up making together. However, I do in fact just want to talk about the pies. There were in fact like 3 of them. I only helped out with 1 of them. I just feel like kind of doing a bit of a mini review of each of them. So of course there's the one that we ended up making, the pecan pumpkin pie, and it was absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to be completely honest. It's definitely a perfect nice blend of the two. The perfect blend of both, you know, pumpkin and pecan, I will in fact say. The pecans, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of like just solid pecans inside of a pie, but you know, it actually managed to work out all in the end. But you know, then of course there was like this hazelnut chocolate pie. I'm not exactly sure, I don't exactly remember what it was exactly. All I know is that it's really good, and yeah, I might just be a little bit biased because of the fact that it's chocolate, but hey, you know, it's still good. And then finally there was this eggnog pie that was absolutely fantastic. Honestly, full wins all across the board, all 5 stars I will in fact say, but yeah, anyways, there you go, roll outro. That is how you make a pumpkin pecan pie. So anyways, yeah, just go ahead and, I'm trying to remember my outro here. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and follow me wherever I am, which is, of course, you know, on Twitter, Blue Sky. Go ahead and join the server down below. Go ahead and follow my mom, obviously, as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video.